Alright everybody, hey, I know I just posted that vid, but it just keeps going. I mean, it looks like something's about to give. It's just a heads up. This is a radio program that I do. It's, this is it, 4321. This is the show note gallery. You can get these show notes at this address, and we use these for the radio show. But the reason I'm doing this video is I'm inviting you to come to the radio show tonight because I want to show you what's going on. Okay, watch this. That video that I posted earlier today on the on the Jaguar commercial. Well, sit tight. Okay, this video. So anyway, this video that I did earlier today to show y'all this Jaguar commercial that's come out. And did y'all, from what I understand, Obama's going over to see the Queen like right now. And then it's supposed to come back to New York. From what I understand, those arches are supposed to come to New York next. It's the Arch of Baal. Now watch this. I did the Jaguar commercial earlier. This is it. This is the YouTube video of the Jaguar commercial. Watch this. I'm going to open up a search. I'm going to open up YouTube and watch what comes up every time. Watch.
We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA.
Okay, that is what came up on YouTube as a commercial just now. The Jaguar commercial that I just did this morning. Now, I want to show you something. I just opened up one search. I'll close out that search. Here's a new search. Watch. I'll open up YouTube. Let me slide this down a little bit. I'll open up YouTube, and look what comes on again.
It's a boss. Supplements pricing. British Jaguar. We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA.
Okay, so twice in a row. Y'all know how YouTube works, right? That there are commercials that go through a rotation of, for whoever bought the advertising. But not one commercial just comes up all day long for the entire day. Never ever seen it, ever. Now, watch this. I mean, if y'all have seen it, maybe. I've never ever seen this before, where the same commercial, no matter what search you do, I mean, inevitably the commercial changes. You know what I mean? It's advertising. Let's open up another search. Let's do YouTube on this one. Okay, so here comes YouTube again. Check it out.
Plan needs a boss. Jaguar. We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA.
Okay, so that's 3 so far. Let's do another one. Let's just do another YouTube search. Okay, and just open it up.
Plan needs pricing. British Jaguar.
So there it is again.
Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA.
So every time you open YouTube, you get the same commercial. Have you ever seen that? Every time.
It's time for a change. A plan needs a boss.
I noticed something also earlier. I was on the phone with a friend of mine. Okay, I noticed something earlier after I did the video. Watch this. I showed you guys this in the first video, but I want to break this down for you.
It's time for
This is very, very cryptic. Okay, here we go. Watch. It's time for a change.
change. A new plan.
Okay, it's time. It's time for a change. A new plan. So the name of this is called Master Plan. I already told you. Baal means Lord and Master. They've taken the temple of the Archway of Baal to London, and in Trafalgar Square it's up already. And I want to show you what's in the middle of the arch in London also. Watch this, but watch this. He says it's time for a change. Watch.
Change.
Sorry guys, let me just cue it up.
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new boss. I said, see, it's a right side up, it's an upside down and a right side up triangle, which it is. It's also an hourglass. It's time for a change. It's also an hourglass. That's why they use the bow tie. That's the significant. Now, the black cat that's eating it, we have the Antichrist coming. This is a representation of the coming Antichrist. Just keep watching.
boss. It's time for something more surprising. More British. More Jaguar.
We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA, but even more ruthlessly efficient.
But even more ruthlessly efficient. Now look at this guy. Look, right after that, this is called a flash track. They barely put this in. More ruthlessly efficient. Remember the Maserati commercial where the little girl says, we wait till they get so tired and they get so big they can't move, and we wait till they get sleepy. Then we come out of the shadows and strike. Remember the Maserati commercial? Okay, so here we go. Remember this? Tidal wave.
The world is full of giants.
By the way, that tornado was about to hit a church out in the middle of nowhere all by itself. And here comes a shout of the world is full of giants.
They have always been here.
They have always been here. It's Genesis 6.
Lumbering in the schoolyards, limping through the alleys. We had to learn how to deal with them, how to overcome them. We were small, but fast. Remember? We were like a wind, appearing out of nowhere. We knew that being clever was more important than being the biggest kid in the neighborhood. As long as we keep our heads down, as long as we work hard, trust what we feel in our guts, our hearts, then we're ready.
Then we're ready. Now listen.
We wait until they get sleepy. Wait until they get so big they can barely move. Then we walk out of the shadows. Quietly walk out of the dark. And strike.
Y'all remember that? Okay. Let's go back to this. And let's see if we can...
It's time for a change. A new plan
It's time for a change, a new plan.
needs a new boss. It's time for something.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch that. Time's up. Now, I'm going to freeze frame this on this flash track. He's coming out of the shadows. Here's the new boss. This guy's a new boss. And by the way, if you look at it, look at the surveillance. He can see everything that's going on. He has surveillance on everything. Sit in a chair, he has surveillance on everything. He can see everything.
Change. A new plan needs
Okay, there's the hourglass. Time's
a
up.
new boss.
Time's
It's
up.
time for something more surprising. More British. More Jaguar.
We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA, but even more ruthlessly efficient.
Even more ruthlessly efficient. Remember the little girl? We come out of the shadows, then we strike. Watch.
Unleash the cat.
Unleash the cats. Okay, look. He comes out of the shadows. Sorry. He comes out of the shadows ruthlessly efficient. What? Came out of the shadows. There's a strike. Doesn't that look... I was talking to Todd. I was like, yeah, the path, you go one way or the other, but it also looks like a missile going out of a silo. Introducing the new generation. And I told you this is an archway just like Baal. This is also called the Twin Tower Bridge. Let's see. Okay, it's also called the Twin Tower Bridge in London. Twin Tower Bridge. I mean, the Tower Bridge in London. They call it the Twin Towers. So more images for the Twin Towers Bridge, London. So we click on that, and there it is. Look, that's what you're looking at, and that's what you're looking at in the commercial. There it is. See it? There's a Jaguar commercial. There's the Twin Tower Bridge, and there's the new race, the new generation that's ruthlessly efficient. I mean, if you can't figure out that this is being played over and over, watch, over and over again for a reason, this is a message. Watch. It'll come on. There it is.
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new boss. It's time for something more surprising, more British, more Jaguar.
We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA.
This is just an update on the other video. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And here's I mean, what does this have to do with cars?
Quietly walk out of the dark and strike.
Something's about to happen, folks. It's coming. I mean, it is coming, folks. The tower bridges, I don't want to make this too long, but when you start looking into all the information behind all this, and you look where the arches were, if you go look at where the arches were, let me show you. When you look at the arches that they put up today, the arch of Baal, the arch of Baal, the temple of Baal, look how they centered it. Look how they centered this image. There they are putting up the arch. Look what they centered in the dead center of it. The Parliament Dome of England. In New York, you've got the Arch of Titus dead center, the One World Freedom Tower. And the Twin Towers were there. They're getting ready to strike. They're getting ready to do it. Getting ready to pull the trigger. Here we go.
It's time for a change. A new plan needs a new boss. It's time for something more surprising, more British, more Jaguar.
We've already created a beast. Now it's time for a new animal with the same potent DNA, but even more ruthlessly efficient.
Unleash the cats. Introducing the new generation of Jaguar.
So the new generation of Jaguar, well, when you go and you start looking at this imagery, the coat of arms that's associated with it, and you go just start, like this is the coat of arms that's above the bridge. This is all phallic, folks. I mean, the whole thing. This is phallic right here. Take a look at the top. There you go, phallic. Take a look at this. This is female, and this is male. And it's got the twin towers on it. I mean, this is ridiculous. Domino nos dirge, dirge. Domine is God or Lord. We trust our Lord, or we trust our master. Who's their master? The twins, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's called the Twin Tower Bridge. I mean, this is ridiculous at this point. How obvious all this is now. Once you know the truth, this is ridiculously obvious. I mean, here's an image of twin liquors. I want to show you something. You see the two V's? They took two V's. See how they made this logo with the two V's? And they made it Twin Liquors. It's a national liquor chain. Well, let me show you the Tower Bridge in London. It's called the Tower Bridge. They call it the Twin Tower Bridge. Let me show you something. Let me see. Maybe I need to go back. There we go. Look at the W. The W is two V's. See, the W is made from these two V's that are crossed over, identical to Twin Liquors. There it is. A W made by two V's, a W made by two V's. So remember I did this thing on the twins, Twin Towers? And the twin paradigm is over from the garden. They're about to act, people. This is not a coincidence. They're about to act. Get your spiritual house in order. Be at peace. We got the end staring us down. It's coming. Guaranteed. It's coming soon.